Hey guys, Oticon back with the second part of my PS3. I got halfway through the second shelf and then I got an annoying phone call, so I gotta try to record this again. So I'm just gonna try to go really fast this time and just get through them. So I figured since I'm sitting here, I might as well go through them all while I'm here. So starting off here, this is Mamoru-kun no Ware Deshimata, which actually just recently, this was a hard one to find, but now it's been ported to Switch and PS5, I want to say. But anyway, it's just got ported this year to other consoles. So there's that. Let's see, Tokyo Jungle. I actually had the English version, which the cover doesn't look as nice, and it comes with like a couple other, I want to say it's like PS something, PSN All Stars or something like that. I actually sold it before it got pricey because I bought this one, and anyway, I sold it for pretty cheap, so whoever got that one, good for you. Here is Dengeki Fighting Climax Ignition. It's crossover fighting game. Like I said, I have a lot of fighting games for the PS3. I had no idea I had so many. Here is Nier Replicant. And I do have the PS4 version, but I am keeping this again for the manual, so I'm not going to open it. But it is a pretty hefty manual. I think it's pretty heavy there, as manuals go. And then I did play the version on PS4 as the brother. Here is Meikyu Total Legasist. And I want to say it's like a roguelike from NIS. So there you go. I don't know. It's kind of flew under the radar. I don't really see anyone talking about it. So there it is. Here is Trusty Bell. It's called something else in English. I don't remember. But this looks like a solid RPG that I really need to play one of these days. I'm gonna try to go fast. Tales of Vesperia. I tried to, I really wanted to get the original release, not the best version, but eventually they ported it over, and I feel like maybe I did get it, but it was not good condition. I don't remember, but anyway, I just kind of settled with this one, and I think I have the PS4 version, but this one I'm again keeping just for the manual. I'm really not a fan of these best releases. Here's Guilty Gear 3rd, which I got mostly because it was cheap. Another fighting game. I have a lot of them. Here is Date Alive. That's a visual novel. I did watch the anime, and it was okay. All right, let's keep going here. Here is Macross 30, which was a gift from PlayOngo. Thank you so much, as always. And I believe he also gave me Artonelico 3 with like a book. So really awesome, and thank you so much, Pango. I hope you're doing well these days. Here's Mugen Soul Z, which is the second one. They did release both games on the Switch physically. I kind of skipped on it because I'm not really that big in the Switch, and it wasn't really that attractive, so I kind of skipped on the pre-order bonus. Let's just say it was a little bit boring. Here's Aquanauts Holiday, and for some reason I picked up a bunch of like this, like several kind of underwater exploring games on the Wii. I don't know why. Maybe I'll like it. I'll find out one of these days. Who knows? Here's Dainiji Super Robot Tyson OG, and I've kind of stopped buying these Super Robot games because I have so many on PS2 and I haven't played through any of them. Here's more Atelier games, Atelier Shadi. And yeah, I don't know how. And here's another one, Totori, and there's a ton of these Atelier games, obviously. And apparently, I haven't heard any complaints about them. So I guess they're just pump them out pretty consistently with consistent quality is what I assume. I'll find out one of these days. I've only played through like the very first two, and then some of the third one on the PS1 and PS2, so I'm quite behind. Dunamis 15. I don't know, is this related to, I don't know if this is related to like those other visual novel games with numbers on it, like Ever 17 and Remember 11. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I guess you can just Google it. I have another game here. Here's another one with a number. Disorder 6. Again, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a trend to just have like a cryptic word and a number. Armored Core 5. Yeah, you would think I'm like a huge robot mech fan. I'm not really, but you know, I just get them just. Well, I in my defense, I've kind of slowed down on the robot games. I'm not that much into them. Another Atelier game. And let's see here. Here is Sen no Kiseki, which is sealed. I bought it pretty close to release for a lot. And then I just bought the really cheap used version for like $10 on Vita. So I'm playing on Vita because I'm kind of in the Vita kick these days. Last Rebellion. This is by Hitmaker, who make like pretty slow-paced RPGs. I haven't played this one. I kind of liked what I played of one of their titles. I forget what it was called on the PSP, but they don't have a good. People don't like Hitmaker games, so take it for what it's worth. Here's Fighting Climax Ignition, another fighting game. And I got it for PS3 again. Hopeful for the free online. I don't know if it's online, if it's still there, but here is Persona 4. I believe it's been a while since I played this, but it was working online for free when I last played it. You know, I mean, I'm not that big into fighting games, and the story on that one wasn't that great. So here is Night Contract. I watched on some random YouTube video that could be good. So, you know, I buy now and ask later. So I went ahead and got the Japanese version of that. All right, any speed up here. This is Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters, which look pretty cool. Actually, they had another release with more stuff on it, I believe, but the cover on this one is much better in my opinion. Here is Ryuga Gotoku 4, which again I'm keeping mostly for like the manual. It's pretty hefty. I do have it on PS4, and I played through quite a bit of it. I haven't quite finished it. Here is Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which you can get in other platforms, but I'm just gonna give a quick plug for the manual here. So there's the manual. Again, you know, they're hard to part with. Here is K-On! Hokago Live, which is an HD port of a PSP rhythm game, which, you know, it's not bad if you like K-On! Here is another Ryuga Gotoku 5, which I need to get to. Blaze Blue, yeah. I mean, like I said, I did not know. You would think I'm like a big fighting game fan based on my PS3 collection. Here is Kami-sama to Ume Kaku Me no Paradox. Is this related to the other one? I feel like this is another roguelike. Yeah, I don't know if it's a series or if it's related, but we did look at a game that sounded similar. So here is Metal Gear Rising Special Edition. This one I feel like is again one of those that are kind of hailed as good now, but kind of not so much when it came out. Here is Maruto Hyakihei, and there's a PS4 for release of this as well. I don't think that one has a manual though. Here's JoJo. This one I feel like got a lot of flack for a lot of DLC potentially, but I haven't played through it. So another fighting game. Here's Hatsune Miku F2nd. I played through this on the Vita. It's a solid Hatsune Miku game. I'm a fan. Here is Arno Surge. I'm still have to beat R Canonical 1, but I will get through these R games. I don't know if that's the word for this series. Here's Idol Master 2. I have stopped picking up buying Idol Master games since the PS4, since, you know, again, with Sony these days. So I believe that that one and a couple more of the last Idol Master games. This is Shin Koi Hime Muso. This is, yeah, I believe it's another fighting game. I think I have it digitally. It was on sale for real cheap. Okay, here's another Kingdom Hearts game. Not much to say except it's Kingdom Hearts. The cover is, you know, more, I'm going to say, oh, okay, apparently there was a DLC which either I forgot to redeem or, oh, it's for the PC browser game, so who cares? Because it's still sealed, so I haven't played it. Memories off, complete. Yep, that's Memories Off. I played through like 4 of Memories Off games, and they're alright. Good enough for me to keep buying them, at least. There's Neptunu. I want to say, is that Neptunia? Anyway, the Japanese version is Neptunu with like a weird Q, which they always kind of make fun of in the game. That is hard to say. Okay, anyway, there's Neptunu MK2. Okay, here's another Idol Master, One for All. Oh boy, we're almost halfway through. I'm gonna try to just power through here. This is Art Tonelico 3. Thank you very much. I am very excited to get through this one. And this is a Blaze Blue, another fighting game. Extend, you know, they have all these releases that's like slightly better than the other one. Here's Tales of Xillia 2, another Tales game. Okay, let's power through here. Here is another visual novel, Shinken de Watashi ni Koi Shinasai. And there's that. Here is another robot game, Maso Kishin 3, Pride of Justice. So there you go, robots. Okay. Oh, here's Tokito A Toa. Man, this one people kind of dunked on it, but I mean, it's Image Epoch, which is one of my favorite developers, and so I liked it. I mean, I haven't finished it, but I like what I played of it, so, you know, whatever. Here is Dream Club Complete Edition. I believe I have all the Dream Club games on PS3. I could be wrong. No, I might be missing one. Here's Sengoku Basara 3. And here's Disgaea D2, which is the sequel to the first Disgaea game. And here's here's the Tears to Tiara. This is the actual console port of the original game. The other one was like a spin-off. So here we go. There's Tears to Tiara. And here's Africa, which this one might be easier to, it's kind of rare in the English version, but yeah, Japanese version might be easier to find. I don't know, I haven't checked recently, but it's Africa, which I think most at this point, like a lot of YouTubers talked about already. Trinity Universe. I still need to play through this one. This is like a crossover RPG, so there you go, Trinity Universe. This one I bought way early, you know, way back. I bought a couple games because it was a region free from GameStop, and then realized that they don't put like Japanese text in it as a way to kind of quote unquote region lock by not having a language. So that was really annoying, but now I prefer the Japanese packaging anyway. So, man, back then I had no clue. I don't have no idea why I have this sealed copy of Army of Two with Greatest Hits. I think I kept this sealed in case I ever need a clean PS3 case to replace a bad one. Here's Gundam Musou 3, which actually, again, I'm not a Musou fan, so whatever. But I think people have pretty good things to say about it. Trinity Zero. This one is very faded, so I'll play through one of these days. Unless it's supposed to look like that, but I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know where sometimes I don't know where people are storing their games, like in a sunroom. I have no idea, but when I buy them, if they're fine when I buy them, they're fine because you know they're in a corner here. This is Argus Senki 2. So you know they don't really make games like these anymore, I don't think. Here is Ryuga Gotoku 3, which you know there's a updated version with side episodes coming up. Here is Shining Resonance. This is from the Shining series, supposedly, maybe, but obviously very different. So I don't know even if they're even part of the same series. Tales of Symphonia Unison Pack. This one's still worth picking up because it comes with the other game. 2 games, which the second one is not in the remasters for whatever reason. And here is Hatsune Miku Diva F. This might be the anyway, yeah, this is a good one, good solid Hatsune Miku game if you like those. Okay, here is the 2 Umineko games. I don't know I don't know anything about Umineko, but here they are. So there's Umineko, rated pretty highly in the visual novel space, I think. Here's another Fighter Aquapaza, which is still sealed. Here is Neptune V. There you go. This, I guess you could say, the first of the modern Neptune games. J-Stars, the 45th Anasong Sound Edition. So sometimes I like to pick up these anime song editions because they're slightly pricier and you know they might be hard to find later on, but with being licensed, who knows. Okay, actually this was when I was recording earlier, so this was the other game. I didn't realize it was in my other recording that I gave up on, but here it is. This is Kamisama to Ume Kakusei no Cross Teze. I don't know if it's related to the other game, but I believe it's a roguelike. There it is. Here is Trails of Third. Again, another PSP remaster. And White Knight Chronicles, which I still haven't played. Level 5 RPG. Here is Arcadia's Ixahime. It's like a cool side-scrolling NES Nipponichi game, which you might be interested in if you haven't picked it up. And El Shaddai. Right, there's El Shaddai, which has been released on other platforms. I don't know if it's physically, but on digitally for sure. Here is Ryuga Gotoku Kendan. This one actually is still only PS3. It's an early title. There's no trophies, and it starts with like children being sold into being sold. So I don't know if that's any reason why they've never ported it. Might be some touchy subject matter in this day and age with Sony these days. Here's Battle Fantasia, which is another fighting game. Dragon's Crown for the PS3. Does this one have a manual? Because I know for sure that it does have a manual. It is a little bit thin though, but it does have a manual. Just FYI. Okay, try to speed through here. Ryuga Gotoku 5. I still need to get to this one. I'll probably play it on PS4 if I have it. Here is Katamari Tribute. This was a pretty good Katamari game. If you like the series, I did not expect there to be a new Katamari in 2025, so I have not picked that one up, but I likely will if it's on sale. Here's Zone of the Enders, which I believe has like a big patch you have to download. I don't know. I think they ported it over anyway, so maybe the port issue or maybe all the issues are fixed. Here is EX Troopers. It's like a stylized kind of like anime type game. yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. There is like a 3DS version too, but there's EX Troopers, K-On!, Hokago Live. It's a rhythm game, another PSP remaster. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, it's just K-On! songs, so it is what it is. It's a Kingdom Hearts 1.5. You know, I like the PS4 version covers too. It's kind of very simplistic, but this is good, right? More traditional, like actually like with the characters. Here is Tears to Tiara. No, did I go over this one? Yeah, I might have gone over this one already. So, oh yes, this is from the other shelf. So, I believe. Oh, and then here is Enchant Arms from Software RPG. So there you go. Believe this is, yeah, there's an Xbox 360 version as well. So there is Enchant Arms and Senjo no Barakiria. I kept this best version for the manual. Also, this one does come with like the DLC. I don't know. I believe the PS4 has all the DLC anyway. But again, it's kind of hard to part with these because of the manual. And I believe I covered these already. So that does it. Phew, that does it for my entire PS3 collection, minus, I think I have White Album 2 sitting on the shelf inside the console and some big boxes. So hope you guys enjoyed and hope you guys saw some things that might not be on your radar. So I'll see you guys next time.